Granddad passed in early April, left a shed with years of dust, boxes stacked up to the rafters, rusting things we never touched. In an old trunk by the workbench, under uniforms and fishing lures, there was a bomber jacket folded with a claim receipt tucked in the line in blue. The receipt led to a post office, one county over near the tracks. The clerk said all the records vanished, but she found one name in the stacks. I didn't recognize it at first, just another name from years gone by, till Sunday morning at the First Baptist I heard it called as if coming from on high.
Everybody knew Private Willard McClain. In a flag-draped coffin he came home still, but to the woman who played piano, it wasn't McClain. She knew him as a will. A hero's easy to remember, a man is easy to forget. Everybody knew Private McClain, but nobody knew what life he'd never get.
At her house she brought a cedar box, wrapped in twine gone brittle with years. There were movie stubs and faded letters, and pressed roses stained with tears. There was an envelope marked for Dorothy, dated 1944. Inside was a ring and his written promise, but that future stayed with the war.
Everybody knew Private Willard McClain, his picture hanging in City Hall, but she still kept his letters hidden and read them like he'd never left at all. A hero's easy to remember, a man is easy to forget. Everybody knew Private McClain, but nobody knew what life he'd never get.
After coffee in the church hall, I asked if she knew Willard McClain. She smiled and said most folks did, as she stared into the rain. This town knew Private Willard McClain, she said, as her voice grew still. But before he wore that uniform, my love was simply Will.
Everybody knew Private Willard McClain, the boy who never made it home, but she held on to a wedding ring for a life they'd never known. A hero's easy to remember, a man is easy to forget. Everybody knew Private McClain, but nobody knew what life he'd never get. A hero's easy to remember, a man is easy to forget. Everybody knew Private McClain, but nobody knew
what life he knew.